Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up, courtesy of my friends over at HalloweenCostumes.com, Frederick the Floating Phantom by Seasonal Visions International. This is a brand new for 2025 animatronic as a part of their Wave 1 animatronic release. We're going to go ahead and give you a look-see of the box that you will receive this item in. So you can see over here, Frederick the Floating Phantom, life-size animated decor, flicker light effect on lantern with LED that illuminates the face, body turned side to side with swaying left arm, creepy sound effects, and motion sensor activated. So you can see here, there's some photos of it in the dark. What really drew me to this prop is just the sheer nature of how it looks. I really like how this looks. It looks very eerie, and I love the flickering lantern and that he has his own like built-in spotlight in the top of the lantern. So enough rambling, let's go ahead and cut open the box and show you how he's packaged inside. Okay, so cutting open the top of the box here, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of this tape through here. See, right on top there is his base. Some poles, can see some motors in there in his shoulder frame. See right there, there's his head over there. Here is his costume. And so right on the top, you have his base that does come with supports and such. Here is the bag with the costuming. As you can see right there, looks to be a really nice material. I'm really excited about this. And there is what I presume is going to be his hood right there. I just accidentally knocked over his base. That was kind of loud. I'm not sure if I can get this out. Everything's kind of intermingled in here. Here's his head, which is a thick blow molded plastic. This is actually pretty hefty. This is a nice quality material. There is his head. It looks so cool. I really love this sculpt. It'll look really good at night in a graveyard with some lighting on him. I'm gonna set his head over here. Here are his hands, which are also very detailed. I really do love his hands. The sculpt on them, the paint job. He's got the Velcro strips over here, so you can attach the cloth on it so it's not floating around and exposing the metal. It looks very nice. And then over here is his arm with the lantern, which I do really love his lantern as well. Again, that super cool detailed hand. The lantern is a nice light material, but it is still thick blow molded plastic, which I love. There is even a light on the top fit right there that shines on his face that I really love. It is a white light that'll shine up on him to give him, just illuminate his face in case you have him out in the dark. And then there's a really cool realistic flickering smoldering effect in that lantern to make it look like there is a real fire in there. And okay, so here are the poles. There are two of them here. There's, I presume, is going to be his body pole because there is something for a waist form, and then there's the slots for all of his supports that he will have. Set those down on the ground. There's some bubble wrap that was in there. Okay, so here's the big support part. This is going to go all the way up to the top of him. I'm not sure if this whole thing is in frame or not, but for being a one pole assembly animatronic, they definitely went all out with the stability on this, so I don't foresee this having any issues. There's adapter, instructions. Here is one of the arms over here. There's the torso turning motor. Okay, so this is the part with the control box and the motor. This is a much thinner control box, if you'll notice, compared to a lot of other SVI animatronics. This does appear to just have your standard settings, your sensor off and constant mode. There is the torso turning motor, and this has got a pretty beefy chunk of metal here. I haven't seen this part done on an animatronic before, specifically from SVI or really any other company. This is really thick. That is definitely a different part. That is definitely new and unique to him. It looks like it would be really stable, so I'm excited to see how that ends up working out for him. Here is the shoulders, if this will cooperate with me and come out of here. Okay, here is the shoulder frame. That does have the motor that does rotate the other arm that does not hold the lantern. It's a nice thick metal, which is thicker than other SVI products. I'm actually really surprised with the quality on this. This is not like your standard SVI quality. This has definitely got some upgrades to it. SVI has been going above and beyond with a lot of this stuff in recent years. So there is that for him. There is a hip ring to help fill out his body. And then all that's left in the box are his two arms. This is going to be his arm that goes back and forth with the stationary hand, and this is going to be his arm that stays stationary with the lantern. As you can see, this has all the wiring. So that is all of the contents of Frederick the Floating Phantom's box. This is all that's left for packaging. You can either toss the packaging. Here is everything that Frederick the Floating Phantom will come with. You have his hand with the lantern, his head, his stationary hand, a long metal support beam that will have cotter pins attached to both ends, your adapter, your instruction manual, your control box frame with the torso turning motor, your shoulder frame with the arm rotating motor, 2 arms, one with a wire, one without, the bag with all the clothing, the base with a support on it, 2 poles, one labeled B, one labeled C, and your hip ring. Let's get to a setup. Your first step to assembling Frederick the Floating Phantom is going to be locating your pole labeled B and snap lock that into the base labeled A. Then you're going to locate the support beam that is already pre-attached to the base, and you're going to slide that in up top here to help give him some more stability. Next, you're going to locate your pole labeled C and snap lock that into your pole labeled B. Then you're going to locate your long support beam that does have the 2 cotter pins attached. You're going to slide one end down here and attach the cotter pin, and then one end up here to your pole labeled C with the cotter pin. Next, go ahead and drape Frederick's robe over the top of the frame, and then you're going to locate your hip ring labeled F and slide that on at the top here. Now we're going to pull up his clothes and snap lock on his torso turning assembly. After snapping on the torso turning assembly with the control box, go ahead and snap lock on the shoulder frame with the arm motor, and this would be a great time to go ahead and locate that red wire coming from the control box and plug that in up here to ensure that the arm motor gets power. After pulling up Frederick's costume, go ahead and feed through the arms, ensuring that when you are facing Frederick, you have the arm without the wires labeled H on the right hand side, and you have the arm labeled I with the wires on the left hand side. Then you're going to go ahead and locate the wire that is in the shoulder, pull that wire up from the control box, plug that in to ensure it is getting power, so his spotlight and his flickering flame bulb get power. This would also be a great time to go ahead and reach down inside the costume and Velcro his sensor right here to ensure that he functions properly for you on Halloween night. Now would be a great time to go ahead and attach both of Frederick's hands, ensuring that his open hand is on the right hand side and his hand with the lantern is on the left hand side. Make sure when attaching the hand with the lantern that you plug in that wire. Then go ahead and open up the Velcro, attach the Velcro at the top of the wrist and the 2 underneath the wrist, so that way the costume isn't just exposing all of the mechanical features on the underside of the prop. Now let's get to the main star of the show, and that is going to be his head. Go ahead and locate Frederick's head and just slide that on into the fork connector right at the top of the frame, like so. Then you're going to locate your piece of clothing labeled M, and we are going to drape this over his back and Velcro it to the sides here. This is going to act as kind of like a cape for him. Now go ahead and locate your piece of clothing labeled N. That is going to be his hood. There will be a piece of Velcro at the top of his head that you will attach to ensure it does not come off in the wind. And then there is a bendable wire in the hood to help give it some shape, which I really, really love. Most animatronics don't have that. I believe this is my first one personally that has that, so I'm not sure if other animatronics do, but this one has it, and I think that is a really, really cool feature. So now we're going to go ahead and turn him around and take a look at his controls and see how we're going to power him. This is Frederick's control box. He has sensor. Well, he will work with the motion sensor in the front of him that is IR triggered, so it will work in both the light and the dark by sensing body heat. He has off, where he will obviously do nothing, or in this mode you can also plug in your optional step pad or Try Me button, which Halloween Costumes does sell a Try Me button, which will be on their website. I will link that down below if you are interested. He can be triggered by that in the off position, or he has constant on mode where he will continuously go until he is unplugged. He also has volume control, which if you know SVI products, they can get very, very loud. I am going to go ahead and turn it up about halfway. We'll see how that does. Then he can also run off of his 5.9 volt included DC adapter, which I will be using for him. This guy cannot work on batteries. So I'm going to go ahead and plug him in, get him all situated, and we're going to watch him go together. And here is Frederick the Floating Phantom all set up and ready to go. He has about 4 or 5 phrases, and we're going to go through all of them. I have him set to the constant mode, so he continuously will loop all his phrases, so we can get to my thoughts about him just a little bit quicker. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the extension cord, and he will go from there. And then we are going to do a couple of his phrases in the dark.
You should not have come to this desolate place. Your mistake will cost you dearly if you do not flee at once. Run, run, and do not look back. I was once carefree and living like you, but you can see what carefree living has given me. A tortured existence of eternal suffering. Take my hand, and this can be your future as well. Living suspended in an eternity of nightmares that you cannot wake from. This I offer to you. I have lit your way so you can truly see the bleak shadow of your future spread out in front of you. So dark is that future. You will likely need to carry this lantern yourself.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2025 Frederick the Floating Phantom, courtesy of Halloween Costumes. This is an absolutely amazing animatronic. I again want to give a huge thank you to my friends over at HalloweenCostumes.com for sending me this animatronic. If you are interested in it, I will have my affiliate link down below. My affiliate link not only helps out the channel, but it also gives you a very sweet discount. It gives you 15% off your entire purchase that you can use towards purchasing this guy, and if you want other animatronics, you can get 15% off of them as well. Going right off the bat, we're going to hit a couple of key points about this animatronic, and one is going to be the quality, which is absolutely outstanding for this animatronic. I worried, being that it was a single pole structure animatronic in the past, those have not been the most stable. This guy, SVI and Halloween Costumes, went above and beyond for it. The parts are noticeably way heavier than past Seasonal Visions International animatronics. This prop is very heavy, considering how small the box is. I was pretty impressed. It probably weighs about 25 pounds, which is pretty heavy for animatronics. Most of them nowadays are roughly about 15 to 20. This one is going about 5 to 10 pounds over that normal limit for them, unless it's like a 12-footer. Those 12-footers weigh like 100 pounds. But this guy, for being just a standard 7-foot animatronic with very minimal structure, it compacts very nicely for storage, which is another key point. Storage. The box is very small. I don't have the measurements right off the top of my head, but I will put them on your screen now. the exact measurements for this box. This is the box you will receive it in. It is very small, it is thick, it is nice and sturdy for storage. I don't foresee any issues with it. There is absolutely nothing on this animatronic that is latex, so you don't have to worry about dry rotting. You don't have to worry about it being outside and getting ruined. While this is not intended for outdoor use, there is nothing on it that will necessarily be ruined. If you do use it outside, I would definitely just recommend bringing it inside when it's raining, or if you have it on a covered porch, it'll be fine. But if you are willing to risk it, you do have the option to just tarp the inside of the costume. Just drape a mattress bag over the frame underneath the costume to keep it from getting wet. That is all up to you. I personally will not be using mine outside until Halloween day because I just don't want to risk it. This guy is so cool. I definitely want him to last for as long as possible. He is super, super cool. He comes with everything, absolutely everything you need for assembly. He comes with his adapter. I know for some reason there's some animatronics in the past couple years that just did not come with an adapter for some reason, when it was very crucial for them to come with an adapter. This guy has his adapter, which is awesome. I'm very, very happy about that. His lantern detailing is significantly different than other lanterns we have seen from SVI in the past. They normally just have this like really cheap looking, sleek looking lantern. This one is very nicely detailed, and it's even got a flickering flame bulb in it, as you can see. I'm going to try and get a hold of it while he's moving and move around with him. You can see all the detailing in that. It is really, really cool. I absolutely love that it's got this light in the top of it that shines on his face. That is another very big key point about this animatronic. It has built-in lighting, and it looks very, very creepy in the dark, as you saw in that video. I absolutely love it. I love his voice. I love his audio. The line writing was done very, very well. I absolutely love him. The sculpting of his hands and everything is very nice. His arms are a nice sturdy metal. It's not flimsy like some other animatronics. It is nice and sturdy. His head is a nice blow molded plastic. It's not vacuum form. It is a nice blow molded plastic that I can see lasting for many, many years to come. If it falls, I cannot see the face getting damaged. It may have a little scuff here and there, but it's not anything that's going to like dent and be impossible to pop out, or it's not going to like shatter into a million pieces to where you have a jigsaw puzzle to super glue back together. Another thing I want to make a key point is his range of motion. Just look at him turning side to side and his arm extending out, going in and out. He needs a lot of room, which is amazing for if you have a nice big open space that you're looking to fill. This guy is perfect for that. I am super excited to get this guy outside for Halloween night. He is definitely going to be an eye catcher with his range of motion and that built-in spotlight. Another thing is that I love his flaming lantern. I've touched on his lantern already, but the flickering effect in his lantern is just phenomenal. Most animatronics with the lantern just have this like really ugly looking just blinking on and off effect to make it look like it's smoldering. This has like a legitimate flame effect in it that looks amazing. I'm curious to how that works. I want to say it's maybe just like a little LED light strip circuit in there, but it's not just a normal pulsing LED, which I love. This is just a small little detail that is definitely going to stick out on Halloween night amongst other characters. I want to touch base on his costume now. His costume is a nice material. It's not cheap. It's not overly thin. It is just right to fill this guy out, and it's not a material that's going to deteriorate over time. It's kind of like a plush material. Very nice quality. Same thing with his hood. His hood is not that same material. It's a lighter one, but it also looks very, very nice. Overall, I'm extremely pleased with this animatronic. I believe he is running about $249.99. If you use my affiliate link down below, that knocks him down to about $212, which is 100% worth it for this guy. I am very, very pleased with this guy. It is made very well. He looks amazing. He is scary. He checks all the boxes for being a really, really great animatronic. If you're interested in this guy, I highly recommend him. The link to purchase him is down below. If you have the opportunity to pick him up, go and grab him. He is going to be amazing looming in graveyards this season, in Halloween parties, or on your front porch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.